Well, coming into the spring, the UMHB women's golf team had one acronym in mind, the word team. What it stood for: together, everyone achieves more. And now this team ready for more as they prep for their first national championship appearance as a team since 2022.
Whenever she was on the green and one of the dads said, well, unless she 14 putts, congrats, coach. And that's where it really hit. And we all just stormed the green and hit her with a bunch of water bottles. And it was so special. And we just hugged after, and it felt like a true family.
And that celebration is when the Crusaders knew that they were heading to the national championship tournament for the first time since 2022. It also meant that they were conference champs.
It really just feels unreal, and I'm so blessed that we have this opportunity, and it just feels too good to be true.
But getting to this point was driven from last season when the team was just a few strokes off from the conference title. And since then, that has been their fuel that they've taken into this spring.
I mean, it was our fire underneath us every single practice, basically. And, we would remember back, and that's what we were going to fight for, was that trophy at the end of the day.
And came in as a team and had a meeting, and we said what we wanted to do, what we wanted to accomplish, and obviously the end goal was a conference championship and to go to nationals, and to not have that gut-wrenching feeling again. So it's definitely gotten us through a lot of hard practices and a lot of long qualifiers and hard tournaments throughout the spring, but definitely was all worth it. And I think that if we didn't have such a hard year last year, this year wouldn't have been as good as it was. So
I'd say we're such a family, and so this year what we really talked about in one of our leadership meetings was that we were going to be friends first and teammates second, and I think that motto stuck with us so well, and that they'll definitely be able to use that mindset in years after this, because that was just really important and laid a foundation for our girls.
Now the crew will travel to Virginia for the final tournament of the season on the biggest stage yet, and ready to leave a mark for their senior class.
I'm just excited for a chance. I think that's kind of the big part of this whole team, is we're just excited to have the opportunity to go play and show everyone what we have here in Belton. And I think it's more excitement than it is nerves. I think going into conference, there's a lot of nerves because this is the only way we could get to nationals. And now that we kind of have that off our back, we have the failure of last year off our back, we can kind of now just breathe and just go have fun, because it's all of our first times. And besides Avery, every one of us will be back next year, and we'll hopefully have another opportunity for nationals next year. So I think this year is just about having fun.
I think this is just the beginning. I think we're growing so much just with this facility, and we have some amazing recruits coming in. So I think this is just the start.
As an underclassman, as a sophomore, being able to go now, it gives me so much more confidence that we're going to be able to go in the future too as well. It just feels unreal because we were playing against such good players, and we'll be in a very competitive field, and it's further away. It's in Virginia, so it'd be nice to play with new scenery and stuff.
In Belton with 6 Sports, I'm Sydney Wicker.